Science dance! Hey, princess! You want to spend some time with me?
You must excuse me.
Oh, all right. Then, what the cat?
Alright guys, now that we've done our science dance, let's get into the science. This is the AP Bio retest for the Unit 2, Cells and Transport. And you can see the little cell riding a motorcycle. And he has pretty cool glasses on too. So, for this retest, I chose to do the 2011 AP Biology exam, Section 2, Question 1, which says, during an investigation of a freshwater lake, an AP Biology student discovers a previously unknown microscopic organism. Further study shows that the unicellular organism is a eukaryotic. Part A says, identify 4 organelles that should be present in the eukaryotic organism and describe the function of each organelle. Part B says, prokaryotic cells lack membrane-bound organelles found in eukaryotes. However, prokaryotes must perform many of the same function as eukaryotes. For 3 of the organelles identified in Part A explain how prokaryotic cells carry out the associated functions. And C says, according to the endosymbiotic theory, some organelles are believed to have evolved through a symbiotic relationship between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. Describe 3 observations that support the endosymbiotic theory. So as you can see here, we have a eukaryotic cell, all its little organelles. The ones I chose to talk about are the nucleus, the ribosomes, which you can't really see because they're really small, mitochondria, and the lysosome. Now let me talk about the lysosome first, since I won't be comparing it to any of the functions in the prokaryotic cells. The lysosome has hydrolytic enzymes in it, and it's the waste disposal of the cell. So basically it gets rid of anything in the cell that needs to be gotten rid of. Now on to the other organelles. We have the mitochondria, the nucleus, and the ribosome. The mitochondria is a site of oxidative phosphorylation and metabolic functions. The nucleus is the control center of the cell that contains its DNA. The ribosome helps with protein synthesis. Now in a prokaryotic cell, we don't have a nucleus, we actually have a nucleoid. Weird word. But anyways, it's kind of just a jumble of the cell's DNA that is located in a certain area. We also have the ribosomes, which function just the same in both types of cells. And the metabolic functions that happen in the mitochondria happen in the cell membrane around the prokaryotic cells. Now let me talk about endosymbiotic theory a little bit. A long time ago, there was a prokaryote, as you can see here. This prokaryote needed a higher surface area to volume ratio, so its cell membranes folded in. You can see that right there. They kind of fold in a little bit, creating little pores. Eventually, these little folds created a membrane around the nucleoid, making it a nucleus, because they closed off from the outside. So the rest of the cell closed off, reforming its kind of circular shape there, and the folds are going to encase the nucleus, creating an early endomembrane system. What was once a prokaryote is now the first eukaryote. So that's the first eukaryote. Later, an aerobic proteobacterium is going to enter the eukaryote, as you can see there. Somehow, the aerobic proteobacterium isn't digested and assimilates to the eukaryote, becoming a part of it. This is very good for the eukaryote because it'll have a way of attaining energy. This is the very first mitochondria. As you can see here, these are the first mitochondria. The same thing happens with the cyanobacterium, and it becomes a chloroplast in plant cells. So that's endosymbiotic theory. Basically, one cell absorbed other cells, and those became our organelles. The mitochondria and chloroplasts all have membranes, unlike some of the other organelles that our cells have. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here are my sources.